Costa, born on the water.
See what's out there.
Wear them. They're comfortable.
Every day.
All day.
580.
P. Or G. Hello and welcome. This is Tyler coming at you from SportRx. We are here with our in-house brand ambassador for Costa. Your name is?
Ryan.
And we keep him around because he knows everything there is to know about Costa, which is a good thing because we have the new Fall Holiday.
Holiday.
Oh, that's really good. Holiday collection to talk about, which includes some new styles as well as some existing styles that are the best of the best of Costa in a new colorway.
Yep.
So why don't we start talking about these new styles? What's new and good and cool about them?
So for the Fall Holiday, we got the ultralight sports metals that just came out. Some really cool lens designs, some new shapes, new sizing, and it's great for on and off the boat. So let's dive in a little bit to the features because other than the lens shape, they're all pretty much the same features, and then obviously the sizing is a little bit different for each one, but we can dive in deep into that a little bit later. So Let's start off with, what are they made of? They're made of titanium metal. Do you know what titanium metal is good for, Tyler?
It's good for a lot of things.
Well,
namely,
what?
Okay, yeah. Namely, extremely light, extremely durable. One of the things that's good for Costa and the Costa enthusiast is that it's non-corrosive. So it's gonna hold up for a lot longer than your average frame material, your average frame out there, even if you're wearing them on the boat or on the beach or around the beach or wherever, because we know that environment is particularly corrosive with that salt water in the air.
Yep, exactly. Salty air, salty water is not going to be able to corrode these things anytime soon.
Thank goodness.
Moving on though, so look, we got some. What are these, Tyler? What's going on right here?
What you're doing right now is showing an example of the fact that these have a spring hinge. Which is pretty neat. So a lot of people like the spring hinge for comfort, and it just gives you a little more, I don't know, comfort, in the fit and the temples. What's neat about these particular spring hinges is that they are internal.
Nice.
What's kind of neat about that is it looks a lot more streamlined. You don't have a separate piece that holds that spring kind of just attached willy-nilly to the frame. It's designed, it's an integral part of the temple, and it looks really good. And I know that their Costa's spring hinge quality is known for being high up there.
Being pretty up there, right? Nice. Moving down, if you go on, what do we got? We got some over-injected temple tips as well.
Okay, so over-injected as opposed to a separate piece that's just kind of jammed on there, which if you've worn glasses before, can start to loosen and fall off, and you're like, oh, where do I get a replacement? You don't want to have to deal with that. But what else I noticed that's pretty neat is you got these little kind of grip pieces.
Yeah.
And then some of them, they're even contrast. This is pretty neat. This guy's got orange, that's a little more
black. Yeah,
black's a little more kind of conservative, but that's a little fun accent that you're probably going to notice when you take them off, and a little bit of a call to it just on the outside there, but that's neat. That's nice.
Exactly. And then the last thing we got some air cushion self-adjusting nose pads up here.
Yes, so that's nice. Self-adjusting is good because not everybody's bridge is the same, and so you can make sure that they fit you properly, but the little air, it's like a little pillow. That's so nice.
Right?
And that's good for comfort. It's also still made out of silicone, so it has a good grip to it. But it's super lightweight, low profile. It's a cool design, and it feels nice.
Right.
So what are the style names that we have here? It's four new styles.
4 new styles. Let's start with the big boy. We got the Pilothouse. Got a big hexagon lens shape. You can see I'm pretty much like a large to extra large head depending on the frame. This fits me, I'd say, pretty well.
That's a big frame. That's a big lens.
Right, yeah.
It's a lot of coverage. A lot of people like, a larger lens. They want to get the best coverage, best protection possible, and you definitely got that with that. And they call it the Pilothouse, I think, because it's kind of a sort of the navigator sort of design, double bridge, and a little more modern. They call it a hexagonal.
Here, let's get this thing
I'm gonna
on real
throw
quick.
this on. And so if you want more to kind of fine-tune details on these measurements and fit and all that, we're gonna have some extra videos for you that you can look at for each of these frames individually. So check those out.
Nice.
What else do we have?
All right, let's move on to the Turret. More of a rectangular, a little bit more low profile. Still, I think a really good frame. They considered it, Costa's calling it a medium, but when we measured it, as you saw, it's like, I'd say more of a, kind of a large. You know, I'm a pretty large guy and this fits me really well, I'd say.
Well, let me throw it on.
Yeah.
Where I'm more of a medium head, maybe even a small to medium head, and it fits, it's fine, right?
Big,
I still look handsome, maybe a little big, but this, I would even go so far as to say, if you love this style and you're an extra large, give it a shot. I bet it'll still fit.
Okay, then moving on to the left over here, let's start with the Helo, a rimless aviator. Considered a large. I'd say fits me all right, right?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I call it a pretty solid large.
Yeah.
This is cool because it's an aviator shape. And one thing I'm noticing between that and this one, let me throw those on while I'm talking, is that, if I didn't mention already, totally rimless design. There's a little bit of a bar back here for support of the lens and just overall integrity of the frame and rigidity, but the rimless design with most brands means it's non-RXable.
Which isn't the case with these. All of these frames are available with authentic Costa lenses. Unfortunately, only available with the 580p and not the 580 glass, but if you're getting RX lenses, you can get them in Trivex as well.
Okay, tell me what the name of these are.
We got the Skimmer.
I want to comment really quickly. So 580p means plastic, which in terms of prescription Costa lenses could be either polycarbonate or Trivex. I really like Trivex personally, especially for rimless design, just because of the impact resistance. It's the lightest lens material presently available, which definitely caters to these lightweight frame styles.
Let me throw this on there on the Skimmer real quick, and this is considered also an extra large frame.
So the Skimmer, very similar in the style, just a different, I would really call this a different lens shape. Not so much that aviator look, more of a rectangular look. Still double bridge. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Do I look good?
Yeah, you look awesome.
All right, let's talk about these new colors.
Yeah, real quick. So we got two new colorways with the Fall Holiday collection. We got the matte sand and the matte moss. So I'll throw on the matte moss and the Costa Rincon. Unfortunately, these are only available in 9 of Costa's most popular frames, and they are available in the Blackfin, the Fantail, the Half Moon, the Permit, the Reefton, the Rincon, the Salt Break, the Slack Tide, and of course, the Tuna Alley. Obviously.
Tuna Alley. So we've done lots of reviews on all of these frame styles. If you want more info on those, check them out. These are really just the classic forever Costa styles in a new colorway, and it's a cool colorway. I love the matte finish.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, looks really good.
Did we pretty well cover?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much.
Fall Holiday.
Fall Holiday, there it is.
Selection, that's so great. All right, well, give us a thumbs up if you thought this was helpful, useful in any way. We are totally available if you want to call us, email us. Ryan knows everything about Costa, so you can definitely grill him down in the comments below. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe if you want more info like this. We'd love to see you. Have you part of the family.
See ya.